Good evening. Welcome to On Stage with Mantis. I am Mantis here with Rosemary's Baby Blues. I said it right. Wow. Tonight we have a guest interviewer, Brenda Lee Reed. Yes, very good. See, I'm very good at this. Ladies and gentlemen, Brenda Lee.
Thank you very much. You're going to have to let go of that mic, though. Well, if it isn't the bodacious Rosemary Casey, blues nemesis.
Come on, girlfriend.
I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank God we have bands like you to come out here and play for the Wareham audience and for other audiences as well. I hear you're going to be doing a couple of benefit concerts coming up, and the first one here is going to be at the Patriot Place at the Showcase Live, and it's also having to do with musicdrivesus.org, which is an Ernie Bach Jr. Foundation. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're really excited about this. It's very passionate to my heart and all the guys in the band. We decided to take this on with the Peach Eaters and the Grassroot Band and support music education for children.
Now, the Peach Eaters is a tribute band for the Allman Brothers, and the Grassroot Band is a kind of an indie rock band.
That's right.
Well, it's going to be exciting with you guys and all the horn players that you have. So now this is going to directly benefit the organization for Music Drives Us?
Yes, Music Drives Us helps to support music education for kids in need and kids to help kids go to camp, music camp, support, give instruments to children that might not otherwise be able to afford that, music lessons. There's so many great benefits to music training for children at young ages, so we're all for that, right, guys? Yes. Go on.
Yeah, and I've seen documentaries about how music actually helps with other educational processes. If you can study music, it actually helps with math. It helps with reading. So if there's a child who's interested, it's definitely worth the investment to do that. And then, so that's going to be Friday, May 16th at 7 p.m. at the Showcase Live at Patriot Place up in Foxborough, right? Right near Gillette Stadium. Yeah, okay. And then the other thing that I noticed you were doing was Onset Blues Festival, August 2nd.
Yeah, second time.
I know, I saw you guys there. The first time you played there, it was great. It was really good.
Yeah, great time.
Yeah, back then it was Ronnie, oh no, it wasn't Ronnie Eller, it was James Montgomery and Sugar Ray and the Blue Tones, yeah.
You were there.
Yes, yeah, that was fun. It was a great concert. So this year it's going to be August 2nd, and it says 5 to 6 just before Little Ed and the Imperials.
It's an all-day event. I'm not sure exactly what time it starts. I know it starts real early. They have like 6, 7 bands. They play all day. It's a real wonderful community event. They have a lot of arts and crafts and festivities in the area. And our slot, Rosemary's Baby Blues, will be 5 to 6, just before Little Ed and the Imperials. But there's lots of great music. I can't remember all the bands. I know Fat City is one of the bands playing, and I know there's a lot of other really great bands lined up. So it's going to be an all-day fun, festive afternoon. So I encourage everybody to put it on their calendars.
Yep, and then, yeah, I do too. That's a great venue. I've been there several years in a row. It's great. Oh, it's right near the ocean. Oh, it's gorgeous. So that's the Onset Blues Festival, August 2nd. And then also here, you're going to be doing a couple of original tunes on Holly Harris's show on WUMB, which is 91.9 on the FM. And it's going to be 8 to midnight. So is that something you're going to be doing in studio? You're going to be performing, or is it recorded?
Well, no, Holly Harris is great. She's huge in the blues community, and she's helping us out to promote the benefit. And she's going to be, talking about the benefit, giving away tickets, free tickets. So if you tune in, you have the opportunity to get some tickets to the show. And she'll be featuring some of the original music that we do on her show as well. So don't be afraid to tune into her show.
All right, and that's Holly Harris's show on WUMB, Spinning the Blues. And do you have a date on that? It'd
be this Saturday.
This Saturday night, okay, and 91.9. Okay, and yeah, that venue that you're doing the benefit at, the Showcase Live at Patriot Place on May 16th, that venue is an excellent venue. There's a great stage, great sound system. They serve food, they serve drinks, and all ages. It can be a family, it can be whoever, they're all welcome. So, and I've heard that they have a great light show there. They have like a behind the screen kind of show going on and all that. So it's definitely, it sounds like a good gig. So, and there's a raffle that they're doing as well. And this is part of Ernie Bach Jr.'s fundraiser. So I think that's all really important to give back to the community. How much time do we have? Do we have any time that I could ask a couple of questions? All right. All right. Well, I'll start with you, Rosemary. How long ago did you start playing out?
Oh, how long ago? Well, I started playing the flute when I was 9, but that's not playing out. But again, when I think about music education, it was really special to me. It was my little world to be able to go in and practice and escape, the rest of the world and have that special time. So I encourage parents to get their children playing music at a young age. But I really took off. I played flute up through high school, taking lessons and playing in the band and whatnot. But then I fell in love with the saxophone and blues. And that changed my life.
I remember you back in the 80s, early 80s, playing some flute, even with like Peter Henderson's band and like the Bobby Watson band. And then was it Carrie Blount that actually got you started on the saxophone?
Yeah, Carrie told me, if you can play the flute, you can play the saxophone. And that changed my life. I was like, you're kidding. So I found an old saxophone that my dad had under the bed that my grandmother had given him that he never played. And so that changed my life. And, I played with Gary Bernath's band, which is a band that you play with.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And, it's a long story. And I'd rather be playing music than telling it. But, music is important to have in your life, I think, throughout your life. I've played, I've stopped playing, I raised a family, I had a career in higher education, but I'm happy to have it in my life, and I hope it will always be in my life, forever. And I think that's something that I would encourage for everybody. I think it's great that it's a wonderful thing to have. So.
Now, I was just going to have you introduce the other guys in the band, if you would. Maybe starting over here.
Yes. So to the right, in the horn section, Wayne Mogul from Rochester, New Hampshire. Wayne joined us recently. He's an amazing trombone player. He has a huge history of playing trombone and, claim to fame with the Glenn Miller Band. And we love having Wayne as a new addition in our horn section, and he's added a real lot, so he's great.
Glenn Miller actually played down here, in the 40s, I believe it was, or the 50s in Onset at a place called the Casino. Yeah, remember that? Yes. Yeah, it was nice. There's a lot of big, Glenn Miller and those types, the big bands and stuff. Okay, and then who do we have on guitar?
So Carl Jacobson on guitar, and Carl has his own band, the Snake Stretchers, and we like to call him Jake the Snake. I stole him and I love playing with him. He's amazing. He's been playing forever, and when you hear him, you'll know that he's a seasoned blues player and just amazing, like rock concert star player.
Very nice. And on drums?
Larry Bassick. Larry is a longtime friend and been playing the drums since I think he was in his diapers, right, Larry?
He says he's still in diapers.
The thing with most of the guys, just about everyone in our band is, they play with other bands, including myself. And Larry has a long time history with the Screaming Vincents, which is a well-known band. Exceptional drummer from Franklin, Massachusetts.
And then on trumpet?
John Abrahamson on trumpet from Groton, Massachusetts. John has played with the Blues Movers and many artists. The big one, the Blues Brothers, Jim Belushi. He plays with so many bands, I can't remember them all. Oh, there you go, Luther, one of my favorites. But John, I've known John since my 20s. We used to run around to blues jams, and he's a huge addition to the band. He can hit the highest G note, I think, of any trumpet player that I know. So it's great having him in the band.
That's good. Now we've got a bass player over here.
Yeah, Joe Pack. Joe is amazing. I'm so happy to have Joe playing bass, and Joe's one of these musicians that can play just about every instrument. We got him in playing bass, but he can play guitar, drums. He's amazing, vocals. So, we're lucky to have him. He's from Ashland, Massachusetts, and he's really amazing. And he does a lot of solo work on his own as well.
And then your keyboard player?
Okay. Last but not least, the amazing Travis Colby. Travis has his own band, the Travis Colby Band. Again, amazing musician, world-class musician who played with Roomful of Blues for many years and can play guitar, lead guitar, vocals, saxophone. We've had him play sax in our band, keyboards. Katie Bell's band. He's just really amazing. So it's really a real talented group, a mix of musicians in Rosemary's Baby Blues.
Yeah, very good. All right, without further ado, then we're going to have you guys play some music.